Part two. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus at the center. Jesus at the center. From beginning to the end. Jesus. All right. Okay, I messed up. Are we back? We back yet? Ah, man, we had a good amount of people too. We, we. I'm gonna end it. You heard me? Well, we gonna sing it Sunday. All right, everybody back? Okay. I hope you all come back. I don't know if they're gonna come back, but everybody who can. Are y'all still here? Where'd I leave off at? I think I left off at. Okay, I know what I was saying. I know what I was saying. All right. So let me make a couple more people come on. Oh, you know that too? Okay, good. Yeah, we're gonna do that on Sunday. All right. So 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 a lot of times, right, we get into what's wrong, what's a sin, what's not sin. But what I'm sharing with you is, I know what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. So again, you know what? You with me? Okay, everybody. Okay. So you know what I like to do. This is me, right? Because I really try to be like Jesus as much as I can. I fall short sometimes, a lot of times, but I try to be like Jesus. What Jesus understood humanity. He understood how we ticked. He just understood how to deal with people, right? Um, he was an anthropologist. He just understood human behavior, right? And I think essentially I always teach my ministers and think you are the people winning business. So it's as conflicting and complex as people and human beings can be. They're the most remarkable species on earth, right? So in all, I study and I look at behavior patterns. So I've looked at in the last 10 to 15 years the amount of in our in the Christian world, in the spiritual world, I started seeing the amount of people that battle with 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 their mind, right? Myself, I even went through that battle, right? And so in large part, I understand the significance of as a culture where we came from and the view we looked at it. But I also understand that there was a significant change in the amount of people that now deal with it versus we've seen before. And we can go back and forth and debate on why that change has occurred, but the change has occurred. One of the reasons why, and I will not say it is the reason why, one of the reasons why is because we, in this time, these last parts, when we started opening ourselves up, we as believers have opened ourselves up to more than we've ever opened ourselves up before. We do a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying to you? We do a lot of things. And it's not that these things are new, right? But we this is why the children of Israel went through so much. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this to you, and I'm getting ready to close for real, for real. People say, I'm gonna debunk this right here. I said this on Sunday. People say, man, church people are tripped, they a mess. We always been a mess. This ain't something new. Just think about this. Moses is up on top of the mountain, hearing from God, getting ready to give us instructions that is going to last us for eternity as long as we're here. He's up on the mountains, and the people below are having orgies and making false gods and idol gods while he's up on the mountains. So we've been a train wreck for a long time. The Corinthian church, everything that's been written is because of the fact that how much of a mess because of the confliction of flesh and spirit. Here's my point. My point to that is that what we are not thinking about anymore is we're not thinking about the spirits and the things that attach itself to it. Do you remember the good old scripture that when you get delivered from a spirit, the spirit leaves you? What does it do? It goes to and fro to find out if it can get another house or another home. Then it comes back and wants to see if there's nothing in there. Then it comes back and it brings its cousins. And you're worse off than you've ever been before. My theory is, and my belief is, because we just dabble in everything, some of those spirits that we got delivered from, we don't welcome them back. And they're worse than ever. And that's why we battle so much in our mind. You slept with somebody you ain't need to sleep with. Because they already had spirits. You see what I'm saying to you? You let's not go there, because you connected with somebody and had a friendship that you didn't need to be with. That put some things in your mind. And now the spirits that were released from that are now hovering over you and in your mind, and it's like a cloud. You see what I'm saying to you? So this is the reason why we here at Kingdom Warriors, we bind these things up. We take away the permission of it. We don't allow it to be, we don't allow it to operate and to run rampant in our minds. That's why we bind it up. And then now we're loosing it. We're loosing now the spirit of God, or the spirit of love, the spirit of peace, the spirit of joy, whatever that is. That's how we do it. All right, let's go. Clap it up. And see, that's how I teach sanctification. That's how I teach holiness. I don't teach it from a standpoint of everything's wrong, because that's a lie. I don't teach it from a standpoint of don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Because then it's like, well, what can I do? I don't want this. No. I teach it of how much you love God. How much more does it mean to you? What do you value? And are you willing to understand that the enemy knows who you are? Do you know that? Yo, that's what I'm saying. Half the stuff I won't do as a pastor, whatever that some people may do, I won't do simply because I know who I am. I know what's at stake. I know what's at stake. I know people. I know what's at stake. I gave an analogy, and it's Friday, so I can talk a little bit. Y'all, if you got to leave it, I gave an analogy a while ago, and I said, there's some mistakes you can't make. I had my baby in my hand. I was in Walmart, and I was holding it, and I had something else in this hand, and I held it real tight, and I made sure, I said that I was careful, I was cautious of what I was holding, because I said I can't drop this baby. If you drop the baby, it could be devastating. You can't make that mistake. You can't make that mistake. There's some mistakes you just can't make. And I know it's like, oh, Pastor Craig, you being judgmental. No, I'm telling you right now, there's some things you can't, there's some things you can't come back from. Yo, there's some mistakes I wish I would have never made. I promise you, there's some mistakes I wish I would have never made, because they still linger. There's some stuff that I wish I never would have touched. You got to keep that in mind, man. Some things you just don't need to do. And you don't need to make that mistake, because that mistake can be detrimental. Right? All right, clap it up. Let's go. All right, we got a good plan. We do. I think we did good. I think momentum shift. I think we got what's going on. I want you to enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, have a great time, do whatever you want to do, all those everything. Just keep God centered, keep him focused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one to say, oh, you're gonna go to hell because you gonna go to hell because you went to the Beyonce concert. You're gonna go to hell because you went and see Casey and JoJo. That's a lie. You're not going to hell. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're not going to hell. And that's why people were so turned off, because we were telling these lies. You're not going to hell. No, I'm just going to tell you, you got to know who you are in God. You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know the things that are being put out there. I don't care how beautiful the person is and how great their music is. You got to understand what the devil's doing. Like, you just got to do it. It's there. It's right up under there. Stuff that the people do, all this stuff. It's stuff that's out there, man. Why you think they do it? Them little signs, and they got these little signs that they be putting up and doing all that type of stuff. And you got all these graphics and these satanic stuff, all that stuff that they be doing. They do that for a reason, because it's real. We're the only people that don't realize that it's real. That's why they do it in the music industry. That's why that's why they're sacrificing and all that stuff that's going on in the satanic rituals behind the scenes that you don't even know about, that you don't believe in because you think it's too crazy and we being conspiracy theories. No, this is real stuff that's going on. That's why those signs are there. That's why they do these underhanded things and things that representation. Why? Because these are spirits and alerts to the enemy and to the spirits that's in this world. And we sitting there like, hey, put your lights up. Everybody, put your lights up. And you wondering why later on, uh-oh. Amen. That's because I'm on here so long, y'all. That's why. All right. Then you wonder why later on you got all these crazy thoughts in your head. You wonder why later on you done felt the bed, you done felt something lay next to you. You wonder why later on you done got, not even named it, something about paralysis. That ain't no paralysis when you sleeping. That's a demon. You wondering why you having these bad dreams and stuff like that. You wonder why. That's because of what we indulge in. You're sacred. You're holy. You're called by God. Watch them gates. That ain't being deep. That's not being religious. That's being real. And that's why some of us is fighting the way we fighting. That's why some of us, we don't know. That's why we're double-minded. That's why we got reprobated minds. Where we're saying our wrong is right. All right. On three, I love y'all. I took a lot of time. I did. I was long today. We're building, right? We're building a culture. We're building a team, and and it's cool. It's cool. All right. Listen, if this was a blessing for you, and you just want to sow a seed, just to sow a seed into the ministry, because it's simply because we've been pouring out in the Lord, and you just want to bless the ministry and sow on the ground. Go ahead and do that today. I love you, Stephanie. I love you, Lola. Love you, Alyssa. I love you, Margot. We love you, everybody. Key. God bless you. Amen. All right. I love y'all, and we just getting better. Teresa, Tatiana, Nydia, praying for you. Lori, Angela, everybody, all you all who just, Danny, and everybody who's on, and Cynthia, all of you that's been on here and that come and support. We love you. We're a team. We're just getting better. Hey, we're not worrying about tomorrow. We're not worrying about yesterday, just today. If you had a bad day yesterday, you fell in the divers and temptation, don't worry about it. See, that's the great thing about it. See, that's the part that I also teach too. So the part I also teach too is this. We're going to put the standard up here, right? But guess what? What the wonderful thing is that if we fail, we right back at it again. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I'm not perfect neither. Man, you know, yesterday did I have a moment? I know it's good. No, yesterday was a great day. Yesterday was a great day. Almost had one. Like almost. Like it was a real close, but I caught it right before. Whoop. I said, oh no. Oh no, devil. I'm not doing that. No, sir. See what I'm saying? Great day today. But yesterday's gone. Now I gotta have another great day. Right? I'm building. All right. I love y'all. Have a great weekend. All right. Go to church if you can. If not, you're going to the beach. I know some of y'all go to the beach. Go to the beach, enjoy yourself, but just have a little devotion with the Lord. Do a little prayer or something. Just keep God first. All right. And if you want to sow a seed, key put the thing in there. And if you just feel like sowing a seed today, just simply because of the ministry and what God has given us, and you just want to sow into whatever the Lord, whatever it is, go ahead and do it. All right. I love you guys. Let's have an awesome day. Be blessed. Oh, well, no, hands in. Hands in. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win.